Camera on.
The way you start every video when I'm drinking a pint.
Dead right. We're not on the telly. This is informal. Right, lads, we're back. He's on the pints already. Back with Chef Adrian, the Guinness Cooker cooking show. Got my trusty GoPro strapped well and truly on. What are we making today, Adrian? Today, aka about 10 minutes after the last video.
Onion rings, but Guinness onion rings, so it's like a Guinness beer batter. The thing about these is they're really light, because the beer makes it ridiculously light.
So I've never made an onion ring in my life. I've chopped an onion, I've cried chopping onions, and I said to you before this, I've never deep fried anything in my entire life. You couldn't believe that.
I don't know how you've gone this long way deep frying.
I always thought it was like a special oil you needed. I didn't know it was just regular oil. But then I thought it's a whole bottle. I thought that was like expensive or something. But you thought the bottle you used is like €1. So
it's just vegetable oil on, and then I just have it on a medium heat. You know, you can deep fry this in like a fryer.
Yeah.
If you want, but I do it on the induction, so you put it onto a medium heat, and it kind of maintains the temperature for you. So it's a little bit safer. Onions, you just want to peel, so you can peel that one. I'm going to start these. Actually, you can cut both ends off here, and then you just kind of want to cut them into rings, but peel them first.
How often do you sharpen your knives?
Just once a week, really. Yeah. Don't do them too often.
That feels sharp, alright. I also feel like this thing is making me look like I have boobs. I'm actually ripped.
You're ripped?
I'm actually ripped, lads. I never know how much of it, like you peel it back. Like, is that the final layer? Or is it the next one after?
One after, yeah.
Like, you want it properly white, like.
So you'll notice, like, it kind of clicks off a little bit easier on a certain layer.
Okay.
So you see that layer there is good. So I would go kind of thick with these. Depends on what size you want this. So I go like here. Just slice down.
Okay.
Now what you do is you kind of just click these out. So they should come out. And then they just come out.
There you go.
There you go.
And what happens with the middle?
You can make it into small ones.
Okay.
Keep it for stocks.
So you're literally only frying one little tiny...
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and all of these will be a ring?
Yeah, they're all little onions.
So you could make some amount of them with one onion?
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
Right, will I cut this then?
Yeah, go for it.
So how wide are we saying about there?
It depends on how big you want them, yeah. If you want them huge, like, you can go huge.
Oh, and you don't actually have to chop the onions, which is good.
Yeah,
because then you won't be bawling your eyes out. Which was my fear. So
is that your fear, is it?
So you literally just keep...
Yeah, just click them out. That's
okay.
it.
Oh, so that'll be a little mini one.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That is gas.
How come we haven't done stuff like this before?
Lad, you're living in... bollocks, I'm fucking too aggressive here. You're living in a world where you're cooking every single day, but I'm telling you, I'd probably cook more than the average lad, and I don't cook much. These are just not clicking out for me, Adrian.
So like if you go and just kind of press, yeah, there you go. See, it's working for you now. Just take your time. I think cooking's about just take your time if it's not working for you, you know.
Yeah, like especially something like this, you're not going to do this unless you've got a bit of time and you're kind of just chilling. Oh, it's a broken one. What if they break? Does that matter?
Still use it.
Still use it. So you know when you get to in a restaurant and they're all equally huge, what are they doing with the rest of the onion?
I think they're using them for stock.
Yeah, okay,
something like so they'll use the little smaller ones for stocks or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
But I think the little small ones are cool as well. Like it's nice to have different sizes.
The outside layer.
So none of us are all the same size, so it's like...
That's true. We're both beasts.
I've never seen them ridiculously tall, man.
I know, I always have to remind the viewers, don't worry, Adrian's not 4 foot tall. I'm just extremely tall.
I'm 6'1".
You're 6'1", yeah.
Yeah. Put these into a bowl, and then you can get some flour, and then you can sprinkle them with flour as well.
How often do you do you not mind if you've got that rotten oniony hands, or you just fucking get involved, like you just straight into the shower?
I smell like onions and garlic 24/7 all the time. Like you just kind of get used to it.
Is this going into the bowl?
Yeah, so sprinkling the flour. So you just want to coat the onions in the flour.
Okay, yeah.
So you can whack in a good load. That's it. Keep going. Now all you want to do then is just mix that together.
Okay. Yeah, this, they don't even feel like onions. It feels so strange.
So then go on to a tray here. So what you do is you kind of just pick these all onto different bits and bobs here. And then what spices do you like? Like if you were to go for a spice and put it into like chicken or on something, what would you like?
What do I like? I'll be honest, up until my girlfriend started cooking for me, I did not know what a spice even was.
Really?
Yeah, she's from her parents are from Burundi, which is in Africa, and an African background is full of spices.
Yeah.
Even when her mom cooks, she doesn't put salt in it because she knows I don't like it that salty. And then when they eat it, she just fucking launches it all over. Well, what have we got?
We've got cumin.
Cumin, yeah.
So I'll go with a bit of cumin.
See, I wouldn't even know what how cumin adds to something. I just throw about 20 different spices on.
I think that's good. Like
and
it's good to
grand.
it's good to experiment. Not too much because it can be very overpowering. And then this Cajun. I like Cajun because it's I mean, it's great with chicken. It's great with these as well. So I'd go with a lot.
Is that closed or something?
No. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, you just have to open.
Yeah, like I couldn't taste something and go. Obviously, you can be like, it needs more salt, but I wouldn't taste something and think needs cumin. You know, a good bit of this or what?
Yeah, go for. I'd go with all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then a bit of salt as well for the batter.
What's the secret? This is what salt?
That's Maldon salt. I always say if you're
all
using no, so we'll go with take a pinch and then scrunch it between your fingers. So when you're doing it, it's like
to break it up a little.
just to break it up a bit. I would always say if you're using salts, if you can get Irish sea salts, or even I use Maldon quite a bit as well.
Is that Irish?
That's not, no,
Okay.
that's British, but you can get the Achill Island sea salt. So we're going to add the Guinness.
Oh yeah, boy, yeah.
You're going to pour and whisk at the same time. So I'll pour for you.
Okay.
And you whisk.
Here's the money shot.
Here you go. We probably need more Guinness.
Not a problem.
So you're looking for a thick batter, but not as thick as that.
See, I have a can just handy in my bag there.
Huh?
I have a can just handy in the bag. You just crack it open and launch it in.
Where are we in there?
I just keep digging.
Grand. Right.
The pint that you would have saw of Guinness, that was from the micro draft device, and then we ran out of that, so we're just using a regular can. Because obviously the people at home, Adrian, don't need to use the micro draft. The only reason you had to have a cold was because the micro draft won't work unless the Guinness is cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if the Guinness that's going in is warm.
No,
it
doesn't make any odds at all. So I think the best way of testing this then is to...
Any certain whisking techniques?
I'd go a little bit more flour maybe. So you're looking for this to kind of stick to the outside of the onion. And you just test one. So I just test one to make sure that it's like the right consistency.
So will I give you...
so I can take a small one.
Yeah.
Just like a dud one that we're not going to really bother too much about. I'm going to dip in. And you want to make sure that it's thick enough.
Yeah, like it's not just sliding off.
Yeah. And check it in the
oil.
In the oil. So you just test. Just be careful when you're doing this.
Beautiful.
I think that's the best way of checking to see if your batter is thick enough or not. And if it's not thick enough, add more flour. If it's too thick, a little bit more Guinness.
That's just gone straight to batter already. That's crazy. They obviously don't need long in there, do they?
No, it's really quick.
How many minutes?
I mean, 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes.
Wow. I mean, it's mad to think that's literally just like, you couldn't pay me to eat that, but then you put it in this schlop and it comes out unbelievable. Cooking's mental.
Have you ever tried deep frying then loads of other things? So like think of what you can put in that batter and deep fry.
Oh, you see it all on like
bars.
TikTok and all, yeah. What's
Snickers.
the craziest thing you've ever deep fried?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. A burger?
A burger.
Like a full-on burger?
Does it not just fall apart?
No, like it full-on, like stayed intact. Like yeah, it's a very thick batter though.
And then you're just dipping them around, like.
Just in you go, and then straight into the batter.
Make sure they have a good bit on them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. In you go. Mind your fingers now going into this, so just place it away from yourself.
Okay.
That's it, yeah.
Beautiful.
So
here's a big boy now. This will feed an entire country. One onion ring to rule them all. Yeah? You can use that next time.
Huge.
You can use that next time you're on the telly. That's like, what are you on about?
It is huge.
And would you get much splattering out of this thing now?
Ah, you get a little bit.
With the oil?
Yeah, you will, yeah. Here you go.
See that? Like, should that be more coated?
That'd be fine though, because once it goes in, it'll cook away.
Okay.
So you're very particular.
I'm a particular guy. When you cook on the show and then you cook like loads of stuff, or you might cook a big turkey, do they just have it for their lunch then, the whole cast and crew?
Yeah, yeah. That's it. Like, or like, yeah. I do often have people like take home the things with them.
Yeah.
So like, I'll send them home with like, say, a tray of brownies or a tray of.
Good.
Yeah.
And has it ever happened where you've, you know, obviously you cook it and they try it. Has it ever happened where they're just a bit like,
it's right.
Not mad on that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, loads of times, yeah.
But you'd have a good relationship with them, so it's not like...
No, it's a random guest, so if they don't like it, they'll say, sometimes guests will say, that's rank, or whatever. And you just have to take it on the chin.
Standing there and it's
just
all
take it on the
live.
chin, like, yeah. That's it. Like,
and do they give you constructive criticism, or just like, that's rank?
Yeah, they just tell you it's rank, and I'm like, oh, fair enough, it's not for you.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Brilliant. This is an absolutely beautiful looking one.
Go for it. Here, I'll go at the same time.
Slanch it.
Slanch it.
That's unbelievable.
Great, yeah?
Wow.
It's so light.
So much lighter than sometimes you get to in a restaurant and they're like mozzarella sticks, the feel of them or something. That is beautiful. And again, if that was just the onion, I wouldn't go near it. Mm-hmm. And the fact just got the batter, oh my god. That is like 9.4 out of 10.
9.4? Have you ever given a 9.4 before? That's great.
That is.
What gives it a 10? Someone feeding you?
No such thing. What sauce would you, not that they need a sauce, but if you're going to have a sauce?
I'd do like a mayonnaise dip, some sort of like mustard mayonnaise or sweet chili mayo.
Just mix it all up.
Curry mayo, something like that, yeah.
Right, lads.
There you go.
That's been the Guinness Guru Cooking Show. Guinness onion rings. Thanks, Adrian.
No worries.
Back in the next video.
9.4.
They are lethal.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah.